completing a form, or scheduling a meeting. You may not think of yourself as a writer, but consider this. Has a day ever gone by when you didn't write anything? A text message is writing. A work email is writing. A Facebook post or a tweet is writing. An update on Slack is writing. Even a to-do list on the fridge is a form of writing. In this case, a message to your future busy self. All of those things are more effective if they are written in ways that account for how busy people read. Such communications are pretty much inescapable in modern life, which is why we say that we are all writers. Equally important, we are all readers too. We wear both hats, and these days, most of us are busy readers, faced with many conflicting demands for our time. Effective writing makes life easier, more pleasant, and more productive, both for the writer and for the reader. It is a power, an almost magical power, that can transmit a thought or goal from your head into someone else's head, and then inspire them to act in response. It breaks through the cloud of distraction that surrounds busy people, and it is something that anyone can do. Once you learn the principles behind effective writing, that power is yours. This book will set out the 6 fundamental principles of effective writing and provide guidance on how to put them to work. But first, we want to be clear about what effective writing is and why it is such an important but misunderstood skill. Effective writing has a well-defined purpose. Writing is how you share ideas that are important to you. It is also how you convince other people to do what you want them to do, whether that means reading a memo, picking the restaurant where you'll have lunch, or signing up to volunteer at a community event. Effective writing gets through to the reader, even the busy reader, whose own goal may be to stop reading and move on as quickly as possible. If you lose your reader, it's not their fault. It is your job as the writer to capture their attention and keep them engaged. Effective writing helps the writer as well as the reader. Most of us write for practical reasons dozens, maybe hundreds of times each week. So we must be good at it, right? Turns out we're far worse at practical writing than we think we are. Too often, our messages go unanswered. We get late or incomplete responses. Seemingly simple exchanges become complicated and confusing. The principles of effective writing help you get your point across more clearly and quickly so that things happen when you want them to. Being clear with your words also forces you to be clear in your own thinking. It brings your ideas and goals into sharper focus. Effective writing is not the same as beautiful writing. Expressive literary writing is a time-honored craft, but a highly subjective one that can take a lifetime to master. It is often consumed as a form of recreation by people who have the time and who have already decided to set aside other tasks so that they can indulge themselves in their reading. Often, beautiful writing is intentionally demanding and multi-layered. Effective writing, on the other hand, is a skill that anyone can master, and it has a very specific goal: clearly convey specific information to busy people and make it easy for them to understand and respond. There is a rigorous science underlying the rules of effective writing. We can argue endlessly about what kind of writing is most beautiful, but effective writing is not so subjective. There are well-defined strategies based on the science of human cognition that offer guidance on how to be more effective writers. We have looked at hundreds of scientific studies and conducted our own research to see what works. We also draw lessons from our 2 careers as writers and communicators. This book codifies all of that knowledge into a set of principles designed to be applicable to all forms of practical communication. Effective writing is read in a context. Our 6 principles of effective writing and the rules of application associated with each of them can help anyone become a more effective writer and communicate more clearly with a busy reader. The underlying science is the same in every situation. How to put the principles into action will depend heavily on context, however. Each writer has a different voice and life experience. Each reader has different expectations, assumptions, and biases. In each section